Spring sprung. He spent the evening in the sun with a glass or three of and a nice meal. Well, that sounds like good times. What's Dazo? Is it like the servo, but it's a dairy, or it's a flower store, or Please explain, Squibble. Ah. Squibble, did you go blow a bunch of money on crap? And only tree fitty. Fitty. I'm not going to tell anyone what I was doing with my day because that is boring. Nobody in their right mind wants to know what I do with my days because it's all boring fixing caravan shit. I'd rather have gone to Dazo. I haven't had any involvement with fun things from bloody JA Pan or fun pop culture stuff in so long. The closest we got was many moons ago. Armageddon used to happen in Dunedin, and then the Dunedin City Council shut down the arena that it was being held at because they thought it was going to be an earthquake issue. Then decided it wasn't an earthquake issue, but too late. They've cancelled the event, and the event hasn't come back since. So we don't get nerd shit anywhere locally anymore, and we don't really have cute. We've got shitty $2 shops that are basically just AliExpress junk. Nothing's cute. It's all terrible. The only thing I've ever had there that was fun, and I bought all of the things they had. They were selling knockoff fucking Lego. They were like these wee Lego models with of like little motorbikes with a wee wheel in the middle, and you pull a ripcord and you race them around. Thing is, they were knockoff Star Wars Lego ripcord thingos, and to get around Big Mouse trying to screw them, they just rebranded everything, so it was now called Star Wart. I can look out, mate. We're going to play with our Star Wart figures. Have the rest of the week off, you cheeky prick. What are you going to do with your long week off, mate? 3 minutes and you're trying to break the place again. You're about as stealthy as a cinder block through the window, mate. As much tact as the man in Shenzhen who decided to clone Lego and call it Star Wars, Remus. Remus. How you doing? That's the whole objective, just not go to work. That's a piece of Lego. Why is that in there? Ask no questions here, no lies, I think is the answer to that one, isn't it? I am tempted to take Monday off, I will admit. Given Sunday is the bogan spiritual holiday. Maybe I should get a cheap box of red and make myself some gator wine. School ready holidays. There's one thing that's really nice when it's school holidays. It's all the bloody dimwits who don't know how to drive aren't driving to drop their bloody shit gibbons off at school. And so you can actually get to work really, really quickly. It's really good. And then they all get back to school, and it's back to the idling past at 3 kilometers an hour and being a pain in my dick. Bloody breeders. Hello, goodbye, Kick. Yeah. Bro, that's awful. I feel sorry for you, sir. I'm going to make you jealous if I tell you that my commute time in the morning, when it's not school, like during school holidays, under 5 minutes from my house to my workshop. Double that if it's not school holidays, of course. Depending on the time of day. If I go home 10 minutes early, it still takes 5 minutes to get home. Shitty teenagers. Yeah, we've got our shitty teenagers in our town now as well. So they built a big fancy pants mall. Because that's a modern thing to do, have a mall in your town. And that's fine. The mall's alright. I like going and getting Korean chicken once in a while, you know, splurge out. But the malls just end up being the place where all of the derelict and the scumbaggery really happens. Teenagers sit around outside abusing people. You get panhandler types sitting in the doorway abusing people. It's not very fun. Mostly annoying because ratepayers ended up paying for this goddamn mall. And it's a bit of a piss off as a ratepayer when the mall's just full of assholes. But you don't really want to go in there because you're going to get assholed at. Speaking of assholes, hello. What are you doing? Good thing you're a lovely soft cat. Soft cat. What else is in these bags, Remus? The hell is all of this? Ah. I actually think those are for my case, but it's okay. What are these, Remus? More screws for attaching to a 2011. We're never going to own a 2011, are we, Remus? In the bin. Buddy. Buddy. But you've sat in just the right place that no one else can see you. They can see the top of your head. They can't actually see the whole cat. The monitor in the way, Remus. I am sorting the crap that fell off the shelf and sorting other crap that was in the way of having a good time. I'll do the heavy lifting off camera, Della. So the debate now is what I do with the shelf. Do I put the shelf back up the way it was, or do I come up with something a bit more appropriate, shall we say, to hold up old computers, floppy disks, random media? What in the unholy hells is in this bag, Remus? Whatever it is, you're trying to snuggle it. And you're dribbling everywhere. You're dribbling everywhere, Remus. Oh, that sounds like a... That also... Get rid of those, buddy. Content match. Remus, that's a hurrah of a lot of random screws, mate. Let's see. Shite and shite. Used to be a connector of some kind, but it's being broken. And half of these are laptop screws, Mr. Kitty. Yeah. You're in a good mood, Mr. Kitty. It is always nice when you've got a cat in a good mood. He's just sitting there purring away and being happy. Not being a grizzle guts or a grump. Purring, purring, purrington. To move that camera up a bit so that everyone can see the cat, Mr. Cat. I will. Then what are you going to do? Maybe I'll hide from the camera if I put the camera up a bit. Have to get all paparazzo on you, Mr. Cat. Holy God, so what was that out of, Remus? It's a big long screw. With his silly white foot beans. Hey, Remus, you silly white foot beans. Your judgmental stare. That's a bit of someone's keyboard. That's not going to help me for anything. Apparently I've got lots of spare thumb screws. That's good. Spare thumb screws are bloody handy things to have around. Okay. Tail's up, so he's not upset. If you sit that way, people can see your ears, Mr. Kitten. Yeah, normally this time of day he'd either be curled up in bed or hassling Nova. But I left the door open, so he's in here. But he is a good boy. I've had cats that would cause merry bloody havoc if they had a chance to get in a room like this. Being very judgmental of my handling of these screws. I don't know why I've got so many laptop screws. I don't even think I've owned that many laptops, but apparently I've got like 20 laptops worth of just random fasteners. It is kind of handy though, because you always get that person who comes to visit. Have you got that special screw that I can use to put this back together? Yes, yes I do. No, Remus, I think all the rest of those are laptop screws. So you know what we do with them, Remus? Put them in the bin, because no laptops on the channel. No, one day we might have a laptop on the channel. I have got one in mind that, or two in mind that I would like to have on the channel at some point or the other. One of them is a early Toshiba T-series of mine. Well, as far as Toshiba T-series go, it's a late one, but as far as laptops in general go, she's pretty early. It's a 486DX480. My dad used it for heavy vehicle air brake certification back in the 90s. And it had as far as laptops of that generation go, it was real nice. Had a decent active matrix screen, really nice, really bright. Who will be the first to inflict a ThinkPad upon this workbench? I do have a ThinkPad out in the garage. I don't think I've fired it up in bloody a millennia. It's probably dead at this point from sitting so long. But I do have one. I also have a Pentium 3 based Dell. That's a fairly cute little machine. And is that other laptop we've got lying around, Remus? Oh, I've got a compact Quintera 486 as well. All of which need to get properly looked over, make sure that they're all not just turning into hot slag while we're not looking. Oh god. Remus, my screws container is getting really heavy, mate. It is. Good boy. All that junk. Shitload of random old SATA cables that are real scruffy looking. Probably shouldn't chuck them out, because the time's going to come, these are going to start becoming one of those things where you go, ah no, fucking... You can't just crimp up a new SATA cable. You can crimp up a new IDE cable, but not a new SATA cable. Give me a Remus. do you think? Okay. I think we should move some of these computers off the floor up to there. Goodbye, Remus. See you in a bit, mate. We haven't fired this machine up in a dawn of eternity. I don't think we've ever had it on camera. There's no time like the present. He'll be back. Not in greater numbers, but he will be back. Right, I haven't turned this machine on in a bloody dawn of eternity, so we start the vision window. Honestly not sure what to expect when this thing starts up. If it comes back in greater numbers, call the police. Yeah, eh? One times Riscos. Apparently, it's all still working, so that's good. I clicked on the SCSI drive and then realised the SCSI drive is not actually plugged in.